All right, we're back for round 3 of the finals of this 8-player event. We're going to go ahead and play first. We won the die roll. This is an excellent hand. We have perfect mix of mana along with Rattleclaw and stuff to do, so we're going to go ahead and keep. This is the sort of hand that makes this deck powerful. So I'm going to open with Basic Forest. Throw my opponent off a little bit. Maybe he won't know what's going on. We unfortunately don't have... Ooh, a Battlefield Forge. All right. Favored Hoplite. Well, we cannot Crater's Claw you right away. I wonder if this is the Jeskai combo deck. The deck looks interesting, and I have not played against it yet. I'm going to go and... I think I'm going to fetch a basic mountain and play a Rattleclaw. Cast. I wonder what he can do against the Pelucranos. Pelucranos is so big. His creature's so small. I will take one. Or maybe my opponent is just red-white heroic or something. Alright, well. I'm just casting a Pelucranos. When all else, you know, when you're in doubt, cast a Pelucranos. It's my motto. I mean, if my opponent had played just like, you know, like another irrelevant creature, I might have Crater's Claws and play a Knuckleblade. But here, I don't really see... Oh, what's he got? Swift Spear. Okay. So you could easily have like a God's Willing that can make attacking basically impossible. Oh dear, poor guy. Oh, but this... Oh, this prevents all damage even if it's countered, which is kind of annoying. So I'm going to go ahead and cast both of these and leave up Stubborn Denial. This is definitely a scenario where Stubborn Denial is much more impressive than Temur Charm could be, or at least would be right here. Red, green, blue. So I can't really, like, attacking doesn't really do anything because heroic actually stops Pelucranos from really being able to do much to favored hoplites, especially when the favored hoplite is on defense. Phalanx Leader. Oh dear. Well, this can be awkward. So if I Monstrous Pelucranos and fight Phalanx Leader, Stubborn Denial his inevitable counter. It seems correct to me. So I'm going to Monstrous you for 2. Okay. Eat Phalanx Leader. I'm going to assume there's a God's Willing coming, which I will Stubborn Denial. Johnny's Presence. So if I want, I can attack, and who knows what happens then. Maybe I attack with Knuckleblade. Knuckleblade then just trades with like one of these. If I attack with Pelucranos, you can attack me back. I'm going to attack with Pelucranos. I'm happy to trade it with 2 guys. Or just hit him on the chin for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh god, another Phalanx Leader. Well, this could go bad now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't quite kill him yet. With this Crater's Claws. I'm approaching peak Crater's Claw, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can do 8 damage. This is scary, though. Attacking here really doesn't accomplish anything, unfortunately, and it potentially leads to dying. So I kind of just want to hold these up and just play for a giant Crater's Claw. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can Crater's Claw for 7, which does not quite kill him yet. So I'm going to say go again. And we're just planning on trying to lethal with one big Crater's Claw at this point after we connect with Pelucranos for 7. This seems safer than like attacking. I could attack, but like that could just go horribly wrong. And here, like my opponent has to make a move, and I have a wall of 7/7s and functionally 6/6s that is just really difficult to get through. I'm gonna have to have like, you know, a bunch of God's Willings, and instead I can just sit here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, Crater's Claw you for 8. I hope to have somebody gain life. That'd be really unfortunate. Or like deflecting palm. Boom! Fireball! Classic style with the fireball ending. Alright, so sideboard wise, I think it's pretty clear. I just want Magma Sprays and Lightning Strikes. I don't think I want like Chandra or anything like that. Stubborn Denial is probably actually also good. I don't know if I actually want that many Stubborn Denials. I probably want like 2 or 3. Don't think I want the 4th. Air of the Wilds, Crater's Claw, Magma, these are all good. Ashclad Phoenix actually seems reasonable because it can attack flying, you know, attack in the air. Crater's Claw is probably my worst removal spell because the cheap ones are, you know, the most valuable. Though I can actually kill my opponent with it, which is nice. So we're gonna take out 1 Boon Satyr. I don't know, all my cards seem good. Maybe 2 Boon Satyrs. Maybe 1 Crater's Claw. Maybe Air of the Wild seems good. I don't know. Maybe just take out 3 Boon Satyrs. Boon Satyr does seem pretty bad. Maybe I just want all my Crater's Claws then. No, I don't think I want that many Crater's Claws, especially if I'm taking out Boon Satyrs to enable them. So let's try this. 1 Boon Satyr. It's the perfect number. But structurally, what matters here is removing my opponent's sort of like heroic guys, and you know, having ways to kill him and basically cheap interaction. All right, Crone Crusader. Well, that's a guy I definitely want to be able to kill quickly. I left on Magma Spray. Hey, a Magma Spray. I'm gonna get Basic Mountain. I clearly need multiple red, so let's Magma Spray that right now. That guy's not that scary. I think I'm just going to play Air of the Wilds. Because I could just block that guy. Unless he, like, burns him and attacks me, in which case, you know, he's used a burn spell, and... feels like a, I don't know, Bajani's Presence. I'm just going to block. You could have, like, a God's Willing or an Ajani's Presence or something. I'm kind of fine with that. Coordinated Assault. Yeah, that's fine. Now I can potentially just Lightning Strike something that's more important, and then Ash Cloud Phoenix can clean up. Now I may, you know, want to. All right, well, I'm definitely Lightning Striking that. That guy's got to go. I'm kind of surprised that he exposed that to removal. All right, so we're just going to play Phoenix here. Phoenix is really, it's actually shockingly good against aggressive decks because it can just block twice. Even if he has, like, you know, some, like, first strike thing, can actually just get in the way, which is really nice. So he's like Coordinated Assault here. No, he's just saying go, which is perfect. Speaking of perfect, it's actually not quite perfect. Oh no, it is actually. It's still perfect. Because I can actually just play Savage Knuckle Blade. So I'm going to go ahead and attack with my Phoenix. I'm going to play Knuckleballer. Actually, I'm going to play another Phoenix. And we're leaving up Stubborn Denial. And we have 8 points of flying in the air, and we can cast a Knuckle Blade next turn, and we have Stubborn Denial to protect it. Oh god, okay, that's bad. That's potentially bad news. That's not actually something we can stop with Stubborn Denial either. So, okay, well we can. I'm gonna kill the guy right now. I don't want him to, like, have, you know, something that can potentially save him. I want to know what's going on first before I make any sort of decisions here. Defiant Strike. Okay. Well, I'm not countering that. That's fine. I'm letting that resolve. Alright, we're just going to attack with Phoenix. Leave one Phoenix back to guard the fort and hold up Stubborn Denial. Actually, maybe it's better to... No, I'm actually not going to hold up Stubborn Denial. What's the worst thing that can happen? This guy... Yeah, we're just going to play this. But I don't want to block with him. Oops. Control Z. Blue, green. Blue, green. So I still may block with Phoenix if he attacks, because Phoenix is kind of free. And then I still have Stubborn Denial as a follow-up. Swift Spear, okay. I'll just block with Phoenix. Alright, George. George Polychronopoulos. Watch out for that tree. Boom, Phoenixes, get you. George Polychronopoulos. And in this game, you know, we just had a bunch of cheap removal, and we're able to contain our opponent's early aggression, and he's not really able to get much going here. So Seeker, oh, he's coming in with all of them. What's he casting? What could this be? Is this like a Ajani's Presence? Ajani's Presence is the thing that makes the most sense, because it would potentially make this guy... Alright, well... I can counter whatever it is. If it's like a kick to Ajani's Presence, I can Stubborn Denial it. It's the thing that makes the most sense, yeah, okay. Stubborn Denial that. Feels like another spell. Oh god, all his guys are dead. I was going to say, if he has another spell, this could go badly, but, you know, he could trade with Pelucranos, but as it stands, he is dead. Exceptionally so. So this week, apparently my deck is perfect. The greatest thing ever. Alright. Well, there we have victory in our 8-player event, and frankly, the deck just ran really smoothly in all those games. I mean, that's certainly the sort of thing, you know, Temur is definitely a deck that it is potentially very powerful and potentially inconsistent. You know, you're a deck that it's a 3-color aggressive deck. Your mana sometimes can be a little bit unstable. I think that where I'm at right now with the mana, I'm pretty happy with it. Last week I had, you know, a couple of problems with my mana, but ultimately it turned out really well. You know, my mana draws were basically, you know, just draws where I had like way too much land or way too few land, period. And those are things that are going to happen all the time, no matter, you know, no matter what your deck is. And in this, you know, I faced a variety of different decks. You know, certainly convincingly beat Control. And that last match against your Red White Heroic, you know, the Stubborn Denials came up big in both games. Stubborn Denial was huge in game 1, and Stubborn Denial was really big in that game 2. So I'm pretty solidly convinced that Stubborn Denial, in at least what the metagame looks to be right now, is a stronger card overall than Temur Charm, and I think where I want to be. It definitely gels better with the overall strategy of the deck and is much more impactful in the matchups where it matters. And, you know, coming out of the sideboard, bringing in stuff like Disdainful Stroke, you can have, you know, maybe even want 4 Disdainful Strokes. It's possible the Hunt the Hunters or something that should go away. That, you know, the green Devotion decks really just aren't popular anymore, and, you know, maybe just a bunch of Disdainful Strokes is, you know, could be a better option against those decks as it is. I do like Hunt the Hunter overall. In those matchups, I think it's one of your strongest tools. But if those decks aren't popular, Disdainful Stroke certainly has wider elements that it is strong against, and it's also better against their best cards, stuff like Hornet Queen, which is one of the places that Temur Charm really shined, was being able to win through Hornet Queen, regardless of you know, whether you countered it or you could make the tokens unable to block. Anyway, I've been really happy with how the deck's running. I'm excited to play it this weekend at San Antonio. Will be last weekend for those of you, and I would highly recommend checking it out. I'm going to be writing about it. You may have already read what I have to say, but if you haven't, go back and read it. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.